Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Thermabright's channel, transforming innovation into wellness. Joining us, as always, Chief Executive Officer Rob Fio. Welcome back, sir.
Thank you. Nice to be back.
And always a pleasure to have you back. We've got a lot of news we're going to dive down into, more related to the balance sheet. But just to kick it off with some recent news that you submitted the Acuvid COVID-19 rapid antigen saliva test application for U.S. Food and Drug Administration emergency use authorization. Do you want to kind of break that down for us and how that's kind of moving forward?
Yeah, so we finally got that submitted to FDA. It's an emergency use authorization, as you mentioned, and we're quite excited to get that approved. Just a little insight on that. We had a consultant review that very closely for us before we made the submission. They did a gap analysis, and they thought the file was in really good shape. So hopefully the FDA comes back quickly and gives us that approval. So we're looking forward to that.
So that could be a little bit of a catalyst moving forward into the year, but kind of expanding broadly here as well. You did recently release that interim, and I don't think it really represented what's going on in 2022 because that was for, I guess, the ending period for January of last year. But I mean, since then, you guys did raise $6 million in cash, which really put your balance sheet in a much more robust situation. Do you want to talk a little bit about future forward guidance here and kind of maybe what you see from a revenue standpoint as well?
Yeah, sure. So it was January 2022 when we filed. That was the end period, actually. That's like Q2 for us. And we, raised $6 million through H.C. Wainwright. They're a great firm out of New York. They approached us several times actually to raise capital. It would have been nice to do it higher, but we got it done at 30 cents, which I think is a good price. We put $6 million in the treasury, which allows us a lot more wiggle room here to execute on our business plan. As you know, we have many products. We've got the cold sore device, TheraZap, the insect device. So we're in active development with those products. Acuvid is the big one right now for us. And then we have the VenoWave. And I think going forward into 2022, the catalyst will be Acuvid and VenoWave. I think those are going to be some, pretty big contracts coming down to beef up the income statement. I think that's going to be very exciting for us.
So something to look forward to for sure on top of the other news there as well. So do you mind just talking broadly too, because we never spoke much about your shares outstanding there. Can you just give us some insight on the cap structure, like your insider ownership versus retail and institutional?
Management owns in and around 6 to 7% of the outstanding shares. The institutional ownership is around 6%. And that's mainly the last group that came in to participate in the financing.
I appreciate those insights, Rob, and thanks for coming out today.
Thank you.
Always a pleasure. And on that note, I want to pass the question off to the viewers out there. If you guys have any questions, we'd love to hear about it in that comment section below. Consider subscribing because as these catalysts work themselves out, as news comes down the wire, we'll of course continue to update you here. But on that note, stay cool, stay awesome. And as always, I look forward to catching you in the next one.